Well, here we are 2 months or so into a new reality. People are getting restless. There's a movement right now in California for churches to open their doors on May 31st, regardless of what the current recommendations or mandates are. Now, I've got my opinions on everything that's happening, and I know you do too. And so wherever you land on these issues, know that you are loved and respected. And this is not about how or when to open churches. But I do want to talk about this idea that because our doors are shut, the church can't go about the business of the church. My friends, and I'm speaking as the person who's responsible for facilitating our Sunday morning gatherings, if you feel that the business of the church is solely to gather on Sunday mornings for an hour and a half, then I want to strongly urge you to reconsider what you believe the business of the church to be. Is this time inconvenient? Yeah. Is it lonely? Sure. Have we been stopped from being the body of Christ because we cannot gather in large groups? Absolutely not. My hope story, what has given me hope in this time, is seeing my friends, my brothers and sisters from New Life and from churches all around the area being the body of Christ and serving the community. Whether it's been making meals for a women's shelter, packing food bags for those in need, rising up financially for those in dire straits, cutting your neighbor's yard, going shopping for the elderly, or seeing our youth team sew masks with special material to be distributed to frontline healthcare workers. All this has given me renewed hope. Jesus says, "You are the light of the world. A city set on a hill cannot be hidden, nor do people light a lamp and put it under a basket, but on a stand, and it gives light to all the house. In the same way, let your light shine before others, so that they may see your good works and give glory to your Father in heaven." I tell you, watching this from the body of Christ makes me give glory to our Father in heaven. And I know those who are seeing it will glorify God because of the church being the church. Now here's the thing. The institution of the church transcends all earthly governments. Absolutely. Our first allegiance is not to a flag, a country, a president, a political party. Our first allegiance is to a king and his kingdom, and that king is Jesus. Now, at no point in the past 6 weeks or however long this has been going on has our mandate to love our God with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbors as ourselves been infringed upon. At no point. Our Sunday morning gatherings are super important for the building up and edification of the church, and we are not to neglect them. And we at New Life have worked very hard to provide a quality online virtual experience so that we can continue to be built up and equipped. Perhaps God is showing us something in this time. Perhaps He's reminding us of something we already know. Perhaps He's forcing us to practice what we preach when we say, we don't go to church, we are the church. This pandemic is an incredible opportunity for us to really examine what it means to be a Christian in a time where the most prominent indicator, going to church, isn't an option. Now here's the good news. This is not indefinite. We will be able to gather again, and I look forward to the day when we can all gather again. I truly do. But don't let us ever think for a moment that because we're physically separated, we cannot go about the business of being the church. Theologian A.W. Tozer wrote this. He said, "If you burn down the church building and drive away all the people, you have not disturbed Christian worship at all. Keep a Christian from entering the church sanctuary, and you have not in the least bit hindered his worship. We carry our sanctuary with us. We never leave it. Now, at the end of every service, we close with this benediction: you are loved and you are sent. And we do that because we realize that our faith is not meant to be lived out inside the four walls of any particular building. So my encouragement for us is to focus less on what we're missing out on by not being able to gather physically, and focus more on what opportunities God is placing in front of us to be the church in our community. To love Him with all our heart, soul, and mind, and to love our neighbors as ourselves. My hope story is seeing the church do this in this time. My hope story is seeing my brothers and sisters in action. My hope story is seeing the church acting as the hands and feet of Jesus. Let's continue to give each other hope. You are loved and you are sent.